stream a minute ago accidentally because my phone overheated. We were talking about clay crafts in the Empire of Eternia, talking about how that affects community, talking about our community's development and growth. And the other thing that we were doing alongside that, we realized that there was a live salamander, a pretty big size salamander, in the pool over here. So we were doing a simultaneous creation and development on an industry in the Empire of Eternia with our clay, and we were also trying to save a salamander, and I felt bad because the stream ended because my phone overheated, and so there was no end result to that. You guys saw the startup of the process, and for all you know, I could have been making everything up and not doing any of that. So that being the case, I wanted to show you guys the results of what we've been up to here in our rudimentary clay setup. So we had this one that we pulled off the pot earlier. You know, it's not even hot to the touch. And my hands are a little wet. You notice it doesn't immediately fall apart. It's a little bit chalky, a little bit crispy. This one is one that did just finish. It's still a little bit hot, but it is kind of this mountain shape. And so our fire has pretty much died down. There's still some embers in there, but check this out, guys. We have, first off, it's good to see everybody back. Raz said salamander. Yes, we had a salamander that was trapped in the pool, and we actually saved him. I want to show you guys him in a second. But check out these two cool clay pieces. Again, we have this one still a little bit hot. You can see it's toasty there on the bottom. But this is kind of what we came out with for this one. Pretty cute. I think it's pretty cool. You know, it's a little bit wobbly. May have to sand down the bottom just a little bit to get it flatter, but not bad at all. This guy, pretty flat. Pretty good there on the bottom. A little bit of cracking, but because of how thick it is, you can see that that doesn't affect it at all. You know, this guy's pretty sturdy. And so our question is, what happens when we add a little bit of water to here? So, are these things really water resistant? Can you use them functionally? And so the question is, the answer to that is that you cannot drink from them, and I would not drink from them. But, for example, here is some dirty water that we got that we were actually sifting our clay through. And I will pour that water inside of here, and as you can see, that water is just kind of collecting in there. Now, I am moving the bottom out of the water that's getting poured on the sides. It should hold up pretty well, but because I'm not certain, I don't want to let it soften up too much in case it does all fall apart. But look at that. Look, we have a little container for water. It is dry. It's maintaining itself. It's soaking up maybe a little bit of that water, but that is not bad at all. You can see we're kind of sloshing it around. This, if you really cleaned it up and you wanted to make it nice, this could be used for a drink. You know, you could stain this stuff a little bit. You could put some glaze on it, and you could use this as a little drink container, a little cheers with you and your friends. You know, so this is pretty good. Even this guy, though, I will show you, also water resistant. This one isn't going to show as well because there's no collection area for it, but even just rubbing it all over, you know, this thing will get wet, but it shouldn't actually start to fall apart. So that's kind of a good thing about it, you know. It doesn't really become soft as much. Even these little pieces that are breaking off. Well, I say that piece did kind of become soft. Maybe I didn't leave this guy in long enough. But this guy's not too bad. You know, a good bit of it is pretty solid still. There may be a little bit there on the sides that were just thin enough that they're kind of starting to absorb a little bit of the water. But this guy that's real thick and had been on there for a long time, I mean, you can look at this. That water is still just in there, perfectly fine. And that's something that's really beautiful to see. For what we've been trying to develop and make here today, I think we had relative success. So that being the case, I'm going to top us off with a little more water. I'm going to drink this. Cheers, everybody. No, I'm not going to do that. But you know, pretty good result. You know, you can see inside there, of course, this is wet right here, but the actual clay inside is dry. You know, so there is clay that's being added on top that's kind of wet here, just because there was clay in this water, which may not be a great thing, you know, to add clay to you know, cooked clay, but it's doing fine. You know, it's there. We're making it as kind of a little outline there, but yeah, it's working just fine. Again, this stuff that's right here that you're seeing, this is clay that was in that water that's coming out of the water, but this actual structure right here is solid. You know, it's not breaking apart. It's not going anywhere. This is a pretty good piece right there. So we had that going. That was a success. So we're going to call it a success. We're going to put these two things up there, show them off one more time. Look at the amazing progress and work we made. just out of a couple hours, just saying thank you to you guys and trying to show it off. Also, here is our salamander. I have put him in some pond water there because he was in the pool earlier, and we really didn't want him to be in there because it's a saltwater pool, and it would kill him. So we do have him. We do have him here in this container for supporting our little salamander boy. So there he is. He's hanging out. I'm gonna stick my hand in there just for a second, see if I can't touch him, pull him out for half a second. I don't think he's going to like me too much for it. But yeah, you guys can see he's squiggling, he's squirming. He doesn't like that I pulled him out of his little home. But yeah, we have a salamander boy. He's really cute. I've never held one like this before. This is pretty cool. But yeah, he's a big salamander. We want to keep him alive. We want to protect him. We want to support him. So we wanted to get him out of that pool and return him to some kind of better body of water for him as quickly as possible. But this was a good start, being able to kind of preserve the wildlife of Aeternia. He's flipping around. He's not too happy with us, so we're going to kind of leave him alone. But I think that's pretty cool. We accomplished one thing that we set out to do today, which was to do the live stream and to show you guys all the cool stuff that we can do as Aeternians, even with very minimal setup, even with stuff that, you know, is cheap to free to get together. You know, I got bricks, firewood, you know, like very, very simple stuff. The lighter that most people would have as common household things. And then on top of that, we were able to do something kind of cool with a side adventure, being actually grabbing and trying to save that salamander. So we made some cool progress. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Let me go ahead and read a few of these comments real fast, and then I'm going to get going. I just wanted to make this as the actual summary video to say we did it. You know, we tried to hit that off, and we were relatively successful. So if you're confused at this video and you're like, damn, this video seems weird, and like there was a first part, it was our 2,000 subscriber video. We did a live stream a few minutes ago celebrating 2,000 subs. So if you are joining in and you are becoming a part of this now, you're seeing the final end result of our live stream earlier. But let me go ahead and read these comments. Okay. Everybody's talking about military. It's good to see you, Raz. Good to see you, Vertatia. It's good to see everybody. Fake name, it's good to see you. Sorry, I'm scrolling through stuff as I'm reading, so you might see my finger. Okay. Christian says, Emperor AP, do you have a P.O. box or mailing address of any kind? Strictly for micronational matters. Also, I'm happy to see you've saved the salamander. I appreciate it, Christian. It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a minute. It's good to have you as a part of our live streams. I hope you've been able to keep up with our edited content as well, because we've been trying to put that out. Let me know what you think about it. You know, we've been trying to change formats a little bit to appeal to a wider audience. That being the case, I'll get to your question. Yes, we had a P.O. box. So I have not paid our P.O. box since it expired, July maybe, before I had my job. Now I have my job, but I've been trying to save up literally as much money as possible to make surviving easier on Tiff and I, and to be able to make some steady progress there in Bate. So I've been debating on whether to renew the P.O. box, because it's like $200 something a year, which isn't that crazy broken up over months, but you have to pay it as one lump sum. The other thing is that when we did have it, we sent out a lot of stuff via the mail because we had people purchase stuff from the Imperial Market. But we didn't have a ton of return. You know, we hit people up, we asked them, hey, send us stuff, here's our P.O. box address, for a number of live streams. For, I think, the entire summer, just this past year, you know, when we had it, we really pushed people to send us stuff. And we got maybe two packages, which I showed off a little bit on stream. But from there, we didn't have too many continued packages sent our way, so we didn't do too much with it. Now, since then, there have been, I think, 2 or 3 people who have contacted us saying, hey, I sent you a package at that P.O. box, and that could be very well lost in the mail at this point. Hopefully it's getting returned to them, returned to sender. But if not, I'm sincerely concerned about their efforts. So I would say, as of right now, don't send us something if you want to send us something, because we don't have that PO box. Ideally, we would have something set up in Vitae right now, so you could just send it directly to Vitae, to us, and an official Aeternian address. But that being the case, we don't have a mailbox at Vitae yet. It's a wild territory. So we're still waiting on that. I would say I'm probably going to try and get the PO box back up and running at some point. That's just not the highest priority on our list. Again, it's great to get to see things from you guys. That's a primary way that we can interact with the micronational community, and also give you guys some publicity by saying, hey, look what cool stuff people sent us. This is awesome. We love you guys. But that coming at a financial cost, if we could better put that money, that same 200 something dollars, into something that would get us a return on that investment, something, like upgrading our metals refining industry, working to pay for edited videos and get that stuff out, sending packages that we have needed to send for a while now. Catching up on all of our stuff takes higher precedent than the PO box as of right now. So while we do want to have that, and while we should have something like that for you pretty soon, I cannot guarantee that as of right now. So I would say, give me a little while. Let me work on that and sort it out. And we should have a PO box or equivalent within the next 6 months to a year. I know that's a long time. I know that sucks because you want to send us something soon. If you email me and you want to talk about that, though, email us at eternianempire@gmail.com. Depending on what the circumstances are, I might be able to figure something out where I could use like a temporary address, use a friend's address or something like that to get something sent to. That way we could receive it and we could get it, and we could kind of show that off. I think I have maybe a friend or two that has a PO box, but I wouldn't want to get them bombarded with stuff, so it'd have to be on like a one-time basis. That being the case, let me know. eternianempire@gmail.com. You guys can email me there. We can talk about different stuff pertaining to if you want to send us something, if you want to work together as micronationalists, especially if it's for a bigger project, let me know. We are always looking for economic opportunities. So that's our biggest holdup right now, is that we don't have any great way to... Excuse me, I'm very thirsty. We don't have any great way to make our money back on that. So if we were able to just spend the $200 here and there, wouldn't be a problem. Because we're having to pinch our pennies and watch everything a little closely, we really want to make sure that that's our best investment. And right now, that I don't think is our best investment. Though we do want to get to you guys, because it sucks. We love you guys and we want to be able to receive your packages. So we're going to try and find an alternate route in the meantime for the most high priority direct micronational packages. Then for fan mail stuff, other stuff like that, we will try and get the PO box set up soon. Email me if you have a specific request that you feel like is important for me to see or would be beneficial to our nations. eternianempire@gmail.com. Please hit me up. Hit me up on TikTok, hit me up on Twitter, hit me up wherever you can, Instagram DMs, whatever, Discord DMs, whatever. I want to reach out to your nations. I want to develop stuff, especially if it is economic, because we're trying to get the ball rolling. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all hanging out with us. We did save the salamander. I'll give you guys updates on TikTok. If you don't follow us on TikTok, you definitely should, because I'm going to give you updates on TikTok about our clay items that we made today, and maybe painting them, maybe doing some glazing on them, and then as well rescuing our salamander and bringing him to a new forever home. So again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I gotta run like right now, but I appreciate you guys hanging out, and I will see you soon. Love you guys. Aeternia forever. 2,000 subs, 2,000 subscribers. I can't believe that. Thank you guys so much. I will see you later. Aeternia forever. Peace, guys.